Great. We could play it twice.
Yeah.
We'll be here for dinner.
That's right. Everybody, it's high noon. And it's time for the Penn Cinema Podcast.
Live at Complete Inbox.
Yeah. Get ready for the intro, Penn.
Here we go.
It's going to come.
I can't wait.
It's almost here.
I can't wait.
It's almost...
Up. That's roll sound. Rolling.
Rolling.
I wonder if we should have put that...
Camera speed.
No.
Awesome. Take two.
Because how would the people here know
Right.
Set up. Ready, set.
what they're listening
And
to?
action.
Everyone's dancing. I know there's no video, so there's no proof.
Cinema Podcast, your behind
it's
the
happening.
curtain connection for movie news and reviews. Now here are your hosts, Ben Ketchum and David Moulton.
Welcome to the show. I'm David Moulton.
And I'm Penn Ketchum.
What's up? Hey, we're here. We're live at Complete Inbox at their 15-year anniversary.
Oh, my God.
And I think we need to acknowledge the elephant in the room. What's up, Spencer?
Hey. I got to say, for all you rabid listeners out there, he does start at high noon. I
Yeah.
can absolutely confirm it. I saw his phone, 12:00.
Yeah.
I got to be honest, I'm a prima donna. I would have walked off set if it was 12:01.
Yeah.
I would have said, I'm out. I'm going to my trailer.
Well, that's what we were scared of.
Yeah. We can't lose the talent.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you kept me. High noon means high noon.
That's it.
It's impressive, by the way, with all the setup and everything and getting it at high noon. That's impressive.
Takes a lot of work, but someone's got to do it, and
Yeah.
it's us.
I do want to say one thing before we start.
Yeah.
First of all, you guys doing video is awesome now. I am so happy it's not video today. I'm so sweaty. It is hot out there. It is rainy. I'm wet. I'm sweaty. So
Yeah.
you would have lost so many subscribers. They would have been like, I cannot handle this. I'm out.
We get that a lot anyway.
Yeah. You should have seen the dip after the first episode.
Right, they were like,
of
whoa.
video.
I mean,
Not what I thought.
I know my voice isn't quite made for radio like yours is, but I got a face for radio, baby. So this is perfect.
Well, welcome back.
Thank you. I look forward to this way too much every year. I'm
Same.
being sincere that like every year I'm like, I reach out to David a couple months ahead of time and I'm like, yeah, check with Penn just in case. And I look forward to it for months. So this is fantastic.
Of all the people who've been in business 15 years, you've definitely had us here 4 times.
Yes. Yeah.
So-
This is our 4th then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can take that to heart.
I love it. Next year will be the 5th. We'll have to do something even better.
And,
No video, please.
And your birthday.
Yeah. I think it's going to end up on my birthday next year.
That's
So
gonna be
again,
crazy.
no video, please.
Next year we're having a birthday bash.
Yeah, get
and
ready.
we're definitely bringing video.
Yeah. Of your
A
childhood.
whole crew.
Yeah.
We're going to bring a crew.
Right on me like a Kardashian. That's what
it.
I always wanted.
That's
It'd
it.
be like a Netflix documentary. Yeah. So, all right. So we got some questions for you because we are always checking in. We got your big celebration. You've been doing this for 15 years. Let's start with the big question. After 15 years in the business of the video game and retro world, what's your big take home?
So my big take home is probably really generic, and I'm sorry, I'm a PC guy, but it's you can't do it by yourself. Penn would, I'm absolutely sure, agree that he looks at his incredibly talented people there and goes, wow, I couldn't do this by myself.
Yeah.
And even when we first started, I had a lot of help. Not a lot of people know this, but before we started, we were here for about 2 months, just in the back room, just cleaning stuff, buffing discs all day. It was actually kind of awesome because I'm going to date us a little bit. It's been 15 years. We had a PS2 back there, and we played through all 9 seasons of Dragon Ball Z, not the abridged one, all 270 episodes, because we had so much work to catch up on. And I would have people reach out to me, like friends, and just even sometimes, honestly, like acquaintances that would like be like, I think I know you. They'd be like, do you need help? You know, and of course I would say yes. You know, and even when we started, it was built on a community, and that's just. I mean, look today at all the people that are here, all the people that are set outside, the live music. I couldn't do this by myself, not even close. So
Yeah.
I know that's a very generic PC answer, but I feel that every day, especially on days like today.
Yeah. I remember talking to you on the Linecast before you opened. Just your dreams and everything, and here we are 15 years later.
Yep, my wife Ashley was like, do you remember when you used to do it in that garage? And I was like, yes, I do. Let's go grab it from Trevor. My 9-year-old daughter just came up to me and asked me for $10.
Oh,
So
wow.
Perfect.
I said yes. Go grab it from your uncle. She got me at the one moment I couldn't possibly say no. I would have said yes anyway because she wants to support local out
a
there.
smart
kid. She's a smart kid. Yeah, give me now. And if there was video here, it would have been even like, yes, dear, absolutely. Why not make it 20?
Why not
I
make it
love you.
20?
And you know my love because I gave you money.
Kids are really smart.
So we got two other big questions for you.
Sure.
I want to know, outside of GTA 6, what do you think is going to be the biggest game of the rest of the year?
So GTA 6 is such an interesting one because they've been pushing it off for years and years. And I'm trying to think of something similar for movies.
Yeah.
Maybe it would be like when Star Wars Episode 7 came out, or maybe even taking it way back, Star Wars Episode 1. I'm certain that a lot of other movies were like, let's open up the same weekend as The Phantom Menace, right? Probably not, if I had to guess. And so it's a really interesting fall. You have a bunch of stuff coming out in August and September, a little bit in October. Then GTA comes out in middle of November, and no one is near that because everyone's like, we kneel, we're good. Take your month, GTA, you're good.
Yeah.
We'll come out next year. And the very interesting thing is they kept changing the date on it, and you can tell that a lot of companies wanted to come out with their games earlier. And then when GTA was like, we pushed it back, they were like hustling to get it out there as quick as possible. Then when they were finally like, oh, it's November, they were like, can we push it out 2 months ahead of time? Okay, let's do it, kind of thing. So it's a really interesting one. I don't think movies do movies ever get a firm release date and then they go, actually, no.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they do. And they always have. What was interesting about COVID was from 2020 till about 2022, maybe into 23, it happened a lot.
Understandable.
Because of the changing dynamics. And then I think what happened was studios got more comfortable with this idea of like, oh, we can tell people 1 month and then change it. And once they sort of broke that, once they became more comfortable doing that in some occasions because they had to, then they knew, oh, well, we could do that. And now we can do it because we want to. So it is a little bit more fluid. The biggest example, which did not happen, but we all thought that Dune or Doomsday was going to move off of December 18th. We didn't figure that they would both stay, and
They were gonna fight, yeah.
and they both are. So.
What's the Barbenheimer name for that?
Doomsday?
Doomsday.
Okay, yeah, I walked right into that one. That was pretty easy.
yeah.
That was pretty easy. So you guys kind of know how it goes with that. It's interesting. But anyway, the biggest thing to come out this year, that's not GTA 6. Do we have any Zelda fans in here? They're remaking Ocarina of Time for the
yes.
Switch 2.
Yep.
I think, and here's the funny thing. So they came out with like literally 5 seconds of footage. So it's a teaser trailer of teaser trailers, right?
Yeah.
They just literally show Link for 1 second and they say 2026. It's like almost August.
Right.
And they don't have a release date. They don't have any footage, anything. And they're like, trust us, bro, 2026.
It's
so
happening.
if I had to guess, I would probably say November. That's when they come out with the big games right before Black Friday and
Do
everything.
they do anything, and I know nothing about games, so forgive it if it's an ignorant question, but do they do anything like counter-programming? Is there a game that is so totally different from GTA 6 and yet has a solid audience that they would aim to release also in November just to build sort of on the hype of games?
Yeah,
The Barbie game.
That's a very good question. For years and years, for whatever reason, Call of Duty comes out every year. I'm sure you heard of it. Very big franchise.
Heard of it.
Yeah. And for some reason, whenever a Sonic the Hedgehog game would come out, it would always come out the same week and or the same day as Call of Duty because they probably looked at the Venn diagram and was like, all right, Call of Duty fans, Sonic the Hedgehog fans, we don't have a lot of overlap between these two. This is okay.
Yeah.
So that happens a little bit. GTA 6 has been pushed off for so many years that it's completely different. It would honestly have to be like a Phantom Menace kind of thing in our video game world.
Yeah.
So everyone's kind of avoiding it. I'm sure some very indie titles are coming out, but nothing huge right around there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so to follow that up, and I'm going to tell you where you're wrong. What's the best game of the year so far?
Resident Evil Requiem.
Really?
Not even close. Now, I've played a total of 1 game this year, but
Okay.
But I can tell you for sure because I've seen the internet. I've watched some videos, so I can make my decision based on like a normal red-blooded American. I can
Right.
make my decision on media by not doing that media. Okay,
Well,
so
here's-
I can totally no. But for me, it's Resident Evil Requiem. It's not even close. That game is fantastic.
Here's why you're wrong.
Okay.
Because the best game of the year is Dungeon Crawler Carl, the ebook on Game Boy.
Oh, I have heard that IP. I haven't heard of it till this year, but I've heard that that IP is super huge.
And it works. Feel free to,
Turn
it on.
Have you been reading?
So he handed me a IPS. He handed me an IPS Game Boy Color, which, by the way, it needs to be cleaned.
Yes,
Oh my
okay.
God,
Okay.
David!
It's been sitting. It's been
Since my hands aren't since I'm holding the thing and everything, but
Yeah.
it popped up with the the old Game Boy thing where it'd say Nintendo, but it says
There you go.
see that's oh man.
It's the whole book.
I just want to point out that David has an original Game Boy Advance, but he has the IPS screen on it.
Right.
So he went out of his way. So this is resume book, chapter select, settings.
Yeah, man.
If I read, this would be fantastic. Yeah. If I knew how to read that.
It's so tiny. It's like I don't even understand. Like, how did they?
So I don't know if you know this, but they actually have a Game Boy game, which is the King James Bible. It is the full King James Bible. That's it. That's what it is. So if you want to search, where Peter did something, you can search Peter, and it shows you all the different parts. It's 100% true. They have a King James Bible out there. So obviously they copied off of that, and we're like, let's put this whole book on there.
I'm pretty sure this isn't legal.
Probably not.
No. But one of the funny things is in it, you get achievements in the game, the character, and it came with a card that said new achievement. You're someone who sees something that no one needs and says, I need that.
Absolutely. In 2026 is full of, I don't need this,
Right.
but.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
in fact, that's pretty much all we do is, I don't need this, but.
Right. So you're not reading Pigeon Cooker Crawl?
I got to learn how to read first, and then after that, I'll be okay.
Baby steps.
By the way, I just want to say for everyone who always says, video games don't teach you nothing, I knew how to read as a kid, but doing stuff like playing Japanese RPGs a lot of my life early on, it really did help with figuring out what this is. I played the game Parasite Eve. They have an old Japanese movie on it to learn what mitochondria is. As an 8-year-old, I knew what mitochondria was, so I pronounced it wrong, but I knew what it was. So listen, I'm not saying all games aren't brain rot. Some are, but some can really help you out.
I think a little brain rot from time to time is good for you.
It's impossible to always be on. That would be a little much.
That's
right.
That's a motto Penn lives by.
Right.
Yeah.
Before I let you guys get onto it, may I say one thing?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So everyone, and we know who they are, right? I won't even say it. They're trying to push everything digital. They're trying to push everything stay at home. All right, let me get on my soapbox right here. I'm standing up. Everyone can see me right now. All right. When COVID happened and they started putting everything, I think it was DC started putting everything straight on streaming service, they said, is this the end of movie theaters? Penn.
Yes, sir.
Was that the end of movie theaters?
Not exactly.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
So listen, obviously you got to be a good movie theater. There's bad movie theaters out there, and they're a great one. But I know there times where everything was weird, but they were pushing it. Well, why would you ever go to a movie theater when you can just get it at home? And they're trying to do the same thing with video games where like, why would you go to a store and buy a disc when you can just download it at home? For full price, no discount, and then not be able to sell it or do anything with it.
Right.
People, I've learned over the course of the years, people love to go places, they love to do things, and they love to own things. And it's as much as they want to push it. I mean, there was crazy stuff during COVID. I remember seeing those commercials where they were like, did you ever want to buy a car, but you just didn't want to leave your house, and they had that what was it, Carvana, or I think it was Kenan Thompson in the commercial was like, I think I want a $42,000 vehicle, but I really, really don't want to test drive it. All right, can you deliver it? Great, this sounds great, They keep trying to push it where it's like, hey, you don't need to leave your house, you don't need to do anything. People like to do stuff, that's why they're here, that's why they go to the movies. It's never going away. So PlayStation coming out and saying, we're not doing this anymore. Everyone out there who's hearing this, keep being annoying to Sony. Keep being annoying to every company that's doing anti-consumer stuff. Say, I'm not buying your PS6. I'm not buying any more games. I'm not giving you any more money. I'm canceling my PlayStation Plus subscription. They hear it. Vote with your wallet on that then. So it's never... Now, even if Sony decides not to change that, which is definitely possible, there will be others that rise up out of the ashes and say, actually, we'll do this. Because there's always people who want to own something and not have a digital license, not just... Listen... When I want to see a movie, which, by the way, I want to see the Odyssey in the worst way, I want to go see it in IMAX. I don't want to rent it at home where my 9-year-old daughter comes to me 10 minutes in and says, "Can I borrow $10?" I want to
that ever happen?
I want to be as far away from her as humanly possible for those 3 hours. For those 3 hours, I love her, and I'll be home afterwards. But I want to be engrossed in that, right?
Yeah.
So it's,
Father of the Year, ladies and
Right,
gentlemen.
right.
now that I'm thinking about it, I should have said, "Take 20, dear." But no, I'll take that award though. But I'm just. For all you out there, everyone, if a company does something that you don't like, let them hear it.
Let 'em hear
They're
it.
hearing. Let them hear it.
That's it.
That's it.
Perfect.
Well, speaking of awards and recognition, we realized the other day at our staff meeting that we had you on the show 4 different times, or 3 and coming up on 4 different times, and we had never gotten you a proper gift.
Right.
So the cast and crew and everybody chipped in together, and we bought you that beautiful Yoda hat.
Oh, thank you so much.
Our gift to you.
Thank you so much. I'm not going to put it on right now because I'm incredibly sweaty and wet, but thank you so much. I really appreciate that. My wife is the biggest Star Wars fan, so
love
guaranteed
it.
this is stolen by the time I get home tonight.
Perfect.
I really appreciate that.
Perfect. Well,
And
we
he
really appreciate you having us here.
Penn
every
says he
year.
doesn't give every time. He just gave me a bunch of shirts. Last time he gave me, I don't forget this stuff. Last time he gave me a bunch of mugs. I gave them out to family and friends. So we don't give you any. You give me something every time. I really appreciate it. It's never required, but
Little
he
does
is-
he know, Penn's like, how can I get rid of this stuff?
This is where having a friend with a bad memory comes to your advantage. I was like, shit, we gave him stuff already?
Maybe you can give that hat back.
No, I really appreciate it
But
very
we
much,
just
guys.
gave you some last year.
You want something every year now?
Right, Jesus Lord.
Well, listen, like I said, my trailer's right over there. You want to get me out at high noon, you got to grease the wheels. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Love
that
it.
makes sense.
Love it.
Makes
Well,
sense.
Thanks again.
Thank
You're
you,
the
guys.
best.
Thank you again, guys. I'll check you out at the end.
And congratulations on 15 years.
Yeah, man.
Thank you very much, guys. Have a good rest of your show then.
Yeah, thank you. All right.
All right. Well,
Boy,
now
is
that
that guy a
that's out of the
legend
way.
or what?
Penn, where's the big show?
The big show.
We did it. We're here. we made it. We got through all the good stuff. Now it's on to huge news.
Yeah, now that we're at low noon.
Yeah. Low noon. Big news time.
So we got 2 pieces of big news.
Yeah.
And I think the first piece of big news is old news, and the
Yeah.
second piece of big news is new news.
Is it the Dungeon Crawler Carls on Game Boy?
Yeah,
It's a new thing.
the pigeon cooker Carl.
Yeah. Ladder layer layer.
I'm taking isn't it a top 10 Sarah's thing that you just take 2, like a noun and a verb,
Yeah.
and then Carl, right?
Yeah.
So I've had all kinds of fun. Like,
You've probably done more of that than you read the book.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. For sure.
All right. So the first piece of big news is we talked on this show a bunch about the Dolby Atmos screen.
Yeah.
So Theater 5 is under construction. It's coming together. Amazing. We're on track. We're on schedule. Everything's going great. It's really cool to see. Like, it's our biggest sort of addition to our theater since we built the IMAX. Really. And so it's all underway, and the first show in Dolby Atmos is on July 29th, and it's Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man. And that showtime at 7 p.m. is literally sold out. Like, done. Not a single seat left in the building. So that's really exciting, and all the shows thereafter are increasingly full. So if you're like psyched for Spider-Man, you want to see it in our new Dolby Atmos, like, don't wait, go get your tickets.
Get your tickets now.
Yeah. I mean,
Right.
It doesn't matter to me, but I'm just saying, like, as a friendly reminder, if you're hoping to see it on Friday night, go get a ticket because it is actually selling out.
That is crazy.
Yeah. And then the next piece of big news. How far do you think we're going to have to drive to go see Infinity Vision when that comes out in December for Avengers Doomsday?
1,000 miles.
All right. Do you remember when I walked out of the Disney experience?
Yeah.
Because I was so mad.
You were so mad.
Right.
And I was like, really? And you were like, yeah.
And
it
you-
affected my whole life, you said.
Do you remember when I told you that I would never introduce recliners to the theater? And do you remember when I told you I would never build an IMAX?
Yeah. You know what I'm glad is you've also never gone back on your word.
So I actually have been lobbying, and on the strength of our Dolby Atmos,
Yeah.
and our new laser projector, and our new gigantic screen that we're squeezing into Theater 5,
Right.
Penn Cinema in Lidditz has been approved as an Infinity Vision theater.
Double whammy slammy.
What's up?
Yeah.
So we're super excited about that. And what's wild is as you can see in the show notes, I wrote down when tickets go on sale for Avengers, but it's been redacted.
Redacted.
Yeah, we talked about it in the staff meeting, and legal counsel told us, no, you can't just go saying that on the air because you signed that non-disclosure agreement and all the fluffy duffy.
We talked about that before.
Yeah, so I can't tell you when they're going on sale, but they are going to go on sale well in advance of like the regular Avengers tickets. Did you already know that?
I didn't know. No, I didn't.
Yeah, because I got the whole thing started in like this new recent development by accident because I got sent an email that wasn't intended for me, and in the email it referenced, well, such and such tickets go on sale such and such date, and I sort of perked up like, what, and so I reached out and. This person, that person, pull the string, pull in a thread, and the whole sweater came unraveled. And next thing you know, I'm face to face with like the big shots, lobbying for my improvements, and here we are.
It's like when you're trying to keep a secret from Aunt Clara, and you're like, whatever you do, don't tell Uncle Bob.
Right.
And then you accidentally tell Uncle Bob. You're like, crap. Now I got it. Uncle Bob, don't tell Aunt Clara. Come on. Well, you can be a part of this.
Yeah. So anyways, so that was really exciting, and we're just thrilled, and I think we are every bit deserving of the certification. We spent a ton of money to be, to improve that experience, and so when you hear on the internet that tickets are on sale for Infinity Vision, you can buy your tickets at penncinema.com.
That's awesome.
What's up?
Yo. And that's all the news fit to print, am I right?
You're right. Oh! That was like the roller coaster.
Yeah. Oh! No one knew how high you were going to go.
Right. I did, though, because I knew the beats.
Oh.
I knew the bars. I knew I was safe.
You're so smart.
I was safe. I wasn't going to fall off.
You're so smart.
Smart.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, friends and foes of all ages, it is time now for 17 trailers. And this week, we almost have 17.
Almost. Yeah. I have a clear and present danger winner.
I have 3 that I loved. And what are we picking them? Do we have to pick them now?
No, we can say what they are at the end if you want.
No. I just want to see which one you pick so I can change mine.
Oh, really?
No. I'll commit to it. All right, go ahead.
Okay, number 1, we have my trailer of the week. I Play Rocky.
Okay, this was a great trailer.
Yeah,
this is my 4th favorite trailer. Yeah.
No, this one surprised me because 1, I didn't know that I didn't think they would make a trailer of it. Or a movie of it. And then 2, I have a personal connection because my aunt was part of the crew.
Yeah.
And so I have a lot of stories I've heard a lot of stories of making this movie.
So this movie that David's talking about is called I Play Rocky, and it's about the true story of Sylvester Stallone's frustrating earliest days of trying to make it as an actor.
Right.
And then writing his own script.
And then Rocky.
Getting the script picked up. And then they were talking to him about who they're going to cast for Rocky.
Yeah.
And Stallone was like, no, I play Rocky.
Right.
And they were like, no, you can never do that.
Yeah, we'll pay you all this money to make you not.
Right. So as you know, it ended up being one of the all-time best movies in the history of movies.
Right.
And I'm so impressed, David, that you would pick a sports movie for your trailer.
I'm a big sports guy.
Yeah, I know. You're huge.
Yeah, sometimes I go home and I just think about sports.
Yeah. What else is there?
Yeah, it's hard. And I should clarify, my aunt was part of making the movie Rocky, not the movie I Play
Rocky.
Yeah.
Although I would imagine that the movie I Play Rocky would be improved by your aunt's participation.
Obviously. Yeah.
Okay.
So I think it was really good.
Okay. Next up, we have my trailer of the week called The Uprising from Focus Features.
What?
Starring Andrew Garfield and is it Katie Watterson or Catherine Watterson? And it comes out in September. And it is... It's when did it take place? Like 1600s or something like that? Like a long time ago, like the shacks and the pigeons and everything.
People can't see my face.
You're shook.
I am legitimately flabbergasted.
I see that.
By this, because this movie looked like AI slop.
No.
It was some of the biggest green screen. At one point, they're walking through a field, and I was looking for cars in the background. I was like, that's how poorly made. I was like, this looks bad.
Yeah, but it's sticking it to the man.
Oh, okay.
Like it's.
So you're into it for the story.
Yeah.
The plot.
Yes.
You're a big plot guy.
All right. You want me to change my mind?
No, you can.
All right. I'll change my mind.
Ben, you can do whatever you want, even when it's wrong.
All right. My trailer of the week is our next title, which is called The Wrong Girls by Neon. The Wrong Girls stars what's her face and what's her face.
Oh yeah, both of them. And
they are friggin' hilarious.
Kristen Stewart and the girl who played Mamie on Arrested Development.
Right. And this movie looks laugh out loud amazing from start to finish. Right?
I didn't think so.
This is your second trailer of the week?
No. I pegged this as one of the two movies would be your trailer.
Oh, you thought I would pick this
Yeah,
one?
yeah.
All right. My second trailer of the week is our next movie called The Idiots Trailer 2.
Yeah. I should say it's one of three. Because when it's a comedy, I know that Penn's going to be like, best movie I've ever wanted to see ever.
Well, I like a trailer that actually makes you laugh out loud. Like, if it makes me laugh, I'm sitting by myself in my office watching the trailer on my computer.
Right.
And if I laugh out loud watching it.
Good for you.
Yeah.
We had a big disagreement on idiots before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
All right, so
One of us is an idiot.
the one that I really thought was going to be your trailer of the week
Please say Spa Weekend.
was Spa Weekend. Trailer 2. Here we get to see all the girls from the first trailer back again.
Led by Leslie Mann.
Yeah. And they go on a spa weekend and there's hunky guys and they get flabbergasted.
There's hunky guys.
Yeah.
Or at least one.
There's at least one.
Yeah.
And they're all like, look at us. We're here.
I take a little offense that you thought this would be my trailer of the week because not a lot of offense, just a little offense.
Yeah. Enough to go around the house?
Yeah, but
Okay.
not any more than that.
Right.
Yeah, I stop when you finish the loop, you're done.
You're
You Put a
done.
gate in it and walk away.
Yeah.
This movie, like, I chuckled, but I didn't LOL.
Okay.
It looks like a poor man's Hangover.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we have Dog Stars trailer 3. This is Jacob Elordi? Elordi? Josh Brolin and Margaret Qualley. This is the dystopian future.
Is this a sequel to Legend?
No.
It looks like it, doesn't it?
Not I Am Legend or the movie Legend, which are very two different movies. We should clarify.
Which one is the one with Will Smith?
I Am Legend.
That's the one I meant.
Okay, yeah, I knew that's what you meant, but Legend is very different. Yeah, so I don't know. This movie looks all right.
It looks fine.
A bunch of bandits trying to get people.
The IMAX trailer is playing in front of Odyssey.
Oh,
And I don't think it's a great trailer, but it's the one studio wanted, or somebody wanted it, and I didn't have a much better choice. I felt like this was better than Paw Patrol, but
yeah. How much better?
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
You got something in your hand. You want to do something?
No,
Okay.
I'm good. I just want to be ready.
Okay.
Next up, we have a full trailer for Tom Cruise's ode to prosthetics called Digger.
Yeah.
Which nobody knows what it's about.
Which I think automatically makes this trailer not good. Not that I don't want to see it,
Right.
but we're reviewing the trailers.
Right.
And in Digger, you have no idea what's going on,
Right.
and nothing about it makes me want to watch it.
I'm very conflicted on it because I feel like there's parts of the trailer I was like, ooh, this is interesting, this is exciting. And then does it get science fiction-y? Is it
Yeah, that's what I couldn't
is
understand.
there an oracle of wise people that we're supposed to know about or care about? And why does the lighting all of a sudden get super bright and almost faded out?
The premise that I had read months ago was that he either causes or is
Contributing to.
or is also the only survivor of some sort of apocalyptic event, and he has to fix.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks interesting, but whatever.
Whatever.
Next up is what I would have figured. Well, no. I thought you would like Hope, but I figured your trailer of the week was going to be Godzilla Minus Zero. So next up is Hope from Neon.
Yeah.
Which looks like, would you say it's like a Godzilla movie without Godzilla?
No, actually, it's. I would say it's more akin to A Quiet Place
Or I Am Legend?
or Legend.
Or Legend.
Really?
Which one is Legend?
Legend is the one with Tim Curry where he looks like the devil.
Okay.
I haven't actually ever seen it. I just have seen
Okay.
clips.
All right.
So.
All right. So tell us about Hope.
Hope is a Korean film.
Yeah.
Yeah. It won a bunch of awards at Cannes, and the premise is monsters attack this town. Maybe they're aliens, and the local people have to try and survive. I don't know. It looks like a good monster movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to watch it.
Yeah.
Next up is Godzilla -0 in November, which looked amazing and is going to be another IMAX winner in my book.
Yeah, I think it's going to be fantastic. I mean, I love Godzilla -1. -0 taking Godzilla to the States.
So he was -1 because he got behind in the score, and then the good guys got ahead in the score, so now they're evened out, so they're -0.
Yeah.
Is that
I mean, I could explain it, but I know that it's not going to stick the 7th time that I've done it. So it's probably not worth it.
Right.
I have to fight my urge.
Let's name our movie on something that makes no sense at all.
Yeah. So then we have Dune Part 3. And gosh darn it, don't these movies look pretty? They just look so cinematic. It's too bad they ruined it.
Why did they ruin it?
With the ending of Dune 2, they kind of like poo-pooed. And then they're calling it the epic conclusion, but Dune 3 is based on book 2, which is the middle book of 3 books, and it doesn't have a concrete ending. So I was talking to Top 10 Sarah last night. I said, I wonder if they just cut out the whole thing that leads into the 3rd book. If they just don't do it. If they're just like, maybe this just doesn't happen.
And what if they did? Your head would explode.
Nah.
Would you walk out of the movie?
No. I'm going
No.
to see this movie, but I didn't like Dune Part 2. So
Dune 3 and Avengers open on the same day.
yeah.
It's Friday after work.
Yeah.
You go and get dinner.
I'm seeing Avengers.
You're at the theater at 7:45.
Right.
And you're seeing Avengers.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And I see Dune Saturday or Sunday.
Are you going to see Avengers in Infinity Vision?
I mean,
Obviously.
obviously. Yeah. So Dune Part 3, it is such a pretty trailer. It makes me want to love it.
I tell you, David, I'm not a big Dune fan. I know that's
Wait.
like, what?
But you carried around the book for a while.
I did carry the book for years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't read it.
Right. Which,
You
by the way,
carried it around.
I read some of it.
Yeah.
And I listened to some of it on an airplane once. And then I
Yeah.
woke up and I was like 3 chapters later, which was awesome. My favorite way to read a book.
Yeah.
But I'm going to use this as an opportunity to remind our listeners that if I have promised you something, I will deliver it. You just don't rush me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you're like in upstate New York somewhere and you're expecting something in the mail, don't give up hope.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
We'll just leave it at that.
It's coming.
It's coming.
I can attest. I've seen it prepared.
Right.
It's just not in the mail.
Next up, we have Jason Statham playing Jason Statham, and it is getting so ridiculous that it's starting to become likable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I've already passed that point with him. Yeah.
It's Jason Statham in a Jason Statham movie called Mutiny, which basically is Jason Statham movie on a boat.
Yeah.
Right? And it opens August 21st from Lionsgate. For being what it is,
Yeah.
I think it looks great.
Yeah. It asks the question, the age-old question, what if a handsome blue-collared guy who looks great in a suit but also works a rugged job
Yeah.
had to protect people he loves?
Right.
It's a new concept.
Right.
They haven't gone there before.
It's wild. Do you remember the beginning of Indiana Jones when he was a professor?
Yeah.
And the first time you see him, he's wearing like a suit
And
like
all
a
the
bow
girls-
tie and
all the girls
everything.
are like, "Ooh."
yeah, and they have written on her eyelids like
Yeah.
"I loved you." And then he
Yeah.
goes home and he changes for the big trip.
Right.
And he packs a gun and
You would
a
not
whip.
believe how often that's
and
happened to me.
Yeah, I bet
Yeah.
that happens a lot.
Yeah. Next up, we already talked about the wrong girls. We already talked about idiots. So let's talk about Momo and the time trap.
Okay, but can we real quick? Can we just touch on the wrong girls? Because that movie looks. It's got Kate McKinnon in it. It's got Gina Davis in a comedic role. It's got what's his face, and these two like stoners are like down on their luck and behind on bill paying and all
Yeah.
this kind of stuff. And then they stumble on like some kind of poison or something, and now they're on the run from the feds because the feds are
Yeah.
like trying to study them. It looks freaking hilarious. No? You weren't even amused by it. Your heart is so cold that you couldn't even like open yourself up to the joy of the of the comedy.
No. I spent most of the time going, I can't believe that's Kristen Stewart. She looks so
Yeah,
different.
yeah.
She looks so different.
I'll give you that.
Kate McKinnon's a big turnoff in a movie for me.
Ah,
As soon as I see her, I mentally mark the movie as a loss.
like when she played Weird Barbie.
Yeah, but the thing is, and then when I see it, it doesn't. I don't know what it is
Yeah.
about. her acting that so repulses me, but then I see it and it's fine and I don't mind it. And I'm like, why am I being such a doofus about this?
First of all, thank you for saying the word doofus. I need to incorporate that in my life more often.
Right.
I solemnly swear I'm going to incorporate that.
Best place when you're looking in the mirror. That's what I found.
Right. What a
doofus.
I have the opposite experience. When I see that Kate McKinnon's involved, I just can't wait to see that movie.
I know.
Like, get me there.
You're more on the pulse of comedy than I am.
All right, walk us through the next one, and if you would do me a favor and please restate the name.
Momo and the Time Thieves.
Yeah. Who?
Momo.
Momo.
Yeah.
And who?
A Momo?
A Momo?
Momo.
A Momo.
Did I get it wrong?
Yeah. No, you got it right.
Yeah,
Momo.
Yeah. So Momo and the Time Thieves, I think is based off a YA book series.
It is, according to the interweb.
Okay. And the premise here is a little girl that just appears out of nowhere, calls herself Momo, and everyone kind of accepts that she's there. Then she gets sucked away to a place where Martin Freeman explains you can control time. And when she comes back to reality, time is like a currency or something?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a very high concept.
Yeah.
And I bet the books explain it way better than the trailer does.
I think this movie looks terrible.
Yeah, I would. Yeah. It does not look good.
Yeah. Your description, which I thought was inaccurate, of The Uprising is how I would describe Momo and the Time Thieves.
I would say that Momo looks like it has better production value, but they are on the same level.
Yeah. Last but not least, Behemoth with an exclamation part.
Behemoth?
Behemoth.
Behemoth.
Behemoth?
Behemoth.
Behemoth.
Let me just tell you.
Tell me.
This movie, if it's edited like the trailer is edited,
banger. Yeah.
This is my pinky out. I'm going to be all like, oh, it's so highbrow, Penn. You wouldn't understand. The editing, it just reminded me of like Punch Drunk Love, which is one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
Which are all ostensibly movies that are not good to watch, but are so
good to watch.
Good to watch. Yeah.
Remind me. I remember loving this trailer, but I can't picture it right now while we're talking.
It's Mandalorian.
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and he's a music like
he's a cello player,
gifted, and he's on the road for 20 years, and then he comes home, and there's some kind of drama.
There's drama.
Can't wait.
And music.
Yeah. Laughter.
Maybe
love,
affairs.
Heartbreak.
Yeah. So I'm all about the Behemoth. I think it'll be good. I can't wait to feel superior to the people who haven't seen it.
Who haven't seen it, who haven't even heard of it.
Right.
They're probably like waiting in line for Avengers, and you're like, oh,
Behemoth was definitely the
we
movie
talked
of
about
the
this
year.
6 months ago.
All right, so my trailer of the week is I Play Rocky, and yours was which one of the four you chose?
The Wrong Girls.
The Wrong
I struggle
Girls.
with decisiveness.
We're going to get into that in a minute here, I'm sure. All right.
So nice.
Yeah.
So nice. Remember when you played the fart noise here live and we had to do it like in front of everyone?
Yeah, the fart noise?
Yeah, that was awful.
Yeah. That was my favorite part of that.
All right, next up we have our movie review. This week, David and I both watched The Odyssey.
Yes.
Which stars Matt Damon and every other cool actor in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Directed by my favorite director. Your favorite director or just mine?
Yours.
My favorite director, Christopher Nolan, and produced by Emma Thomas. And this is my #1 movie of the year and maybe of the last 10 years.
Yeah, tell me about it.
So The Odyssey is based on a poem that I definitely read called...
You definitely read The Odyssey.
The Odyssey?
Yeah.
Or is it Iliad?
Well, the Iliad's the book before
The
Odyssey.
Iliad is like, see, this is like, even when we're into like Greek mythology, you still have to have some stupid fucking like book #1. This is the conclusion of book #2. It's not really the full book. It's not the poem. Let me guess. You're going to have a problem with the absence of the gods in the book. You and Top 10 Sarah are like conspiring with all the other internet geeks who are like, oh, they didn't have Zeus. They didn't show Poseidon. They didn't show enough of Athena. They didn't show this one, that one that you've never heard of that I can quote and spell. I know how to spell their name. They showed just the human experience. Yes, am I right?
I feel personally attacked. I feel personally
But am I right?
attacked.
I'm right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but go on and tell me about this. Tell me.
Yeah, so there's this guy, and he goes away to war, and he's trying to get home, but he's kept off track by a variety. That was good. That was good. This is why our show was so much better before video. Because people couldn't see the stupid shit we do. So he's trying to get back home.
Yeah.
But just like the human experience, like home is not just your house, it's like everything that you're true to. But sometimes you get on like these deviations and you do things like, it reminds me of that great line in Saving Private Ryan when Tom Hanks says, every time I shoot my gun, I'm further away from home, right? Every time I participate in some war activity, it just puts me further away from home. So Matt Damon has all these problems that keep him further away from home. It takes him like years upon years. He's stranded on the beach with Calypso for like 7 years. And then when he stops taking drugs, he's like, holy shit, I better get home.
Right.
And then he goes home, but he has to sneak in the back door, and his dog waits for him till he dies. And then he has to kill all the suitors.
Right.
And then him and his wife go on a vacation and make their son king.
I really thought when you started to give your analogy, you were going to either go to one time when you were at a Grateful Dead concert, or it was going to be an Iron Man story. I thought you were going to make it something that you did. It would have been really funny.
I'm sorry to disappoint again.
Step up on the comedy. Is all that I'm saying.
So, what'd you think?
I thought this movie was fine. I thought it was colossally fine. It did not leave a huge impression on me. I don't think that I'll ever watch this movie again.
I've already seen it twice.
I cannot see myself wanting to see this movie again.
Yeah.
Like if someone asked me to, I could make the time. But it just felt like it tried really hard and just missed the mark. Like it's not bad. No part of me is saying it's bad.
Right.
Like I actually quite enjoyed a lot of it. Like parts I'm like, oh, this is good, but then it just kept going.
So if you were an Oscar voter, it's not getting your vote for Best Picture.
It might get my vote for best part of the Anne Hathaway awakening.
Fair enough.
Yeah. No, I mean I liked all the acting in it. I was disappointed. I think here's the thing. It's not so much. Yeah, here's the thing. It's not so much about how the movie was wrong or bad.
Yeah.
As much as it just didn't have what I wanted in it.
Yeah.
Like, they couldn't, even from the very first thing you see on screen, I was like, uh-oh. When they were like, this is a time where magic was maybe a thing.
Yeah.
I forget how they worded it. But basically that's it. Magic might be a thing.
Right.
And then the movie just doesn't seem to be able to figure out if it wants magic to be real or not.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, it's like, well, they show all this stuff with magic happening, but then they're like, but maybe the gods don't exist.
No, but they definitely do.
But maybe they don't.
Right, and maybe they don't.
These guys are still they're still like, oh, maybe even after like Cyclopses and stuff, they're like, well, maybe the gods don't.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll just eat the cattle. I mean, I know that's part of the whole story. That's not part of the but it's just like, but in that version, they know that they're going against the gods. In this, it felt like those guys were kind of like, I read
an interesting comment online that said the less you are literate in terms of like having read the Odyssey, like the less you have recently read and remember the Odyssey, the more likely you are to enjoy the movie.
Yes, I would totally agree with that.
Yeah.
I would totally. I really want to strike home that I'm not saying that this is a bad movie. I would recommend it. I'm just saying that for me, it just let me down.
Yeah.
And I spoke with one prestigious viewer.
Could be anybody.
Yeah.
I'll give you 10 guesses.
10 guesses.
Right.
And they said they were less excited for Project Hail Mary and their expectations were blown away.
Right.
But then they had huge expectations for the Odyssey and they were way more let down.
I could see that.
Yeah. And I think that that's it. I let my expectations get a little bit bigger than the movie. So maybe I come back to this in a year and I'm like, wow, that really was fantastic.
I'll give you this. I liked Project Hail Mary better.
Okay.
Like I enjoyed it, but I think Odyssey is a better movie and it hit me harder. Like it resonated with me and I felt like it was a movie that I'm going to enjoy forever. And Project Hail Mary I loved, and like it's online now, right? So you can watch it at home. And I
Yeah.
saw it the other night, and I was like, but I just kept,
Interesting. So I saw Project Hail Mary twice.
yeah,
And I'm already ready to watch it a third time.
yeah.
Like I enjoyed it that much.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
sounds like our saying
I will still give it best movie I've ever
best
seen.
movie I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And Sarah would also probably say that, right?
She might.
Best movie I've ever seen.
It's
Yeah,
almost like
yeah.
we might even have a review later.
Yeah. I know. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, while we're here, no sense coming all the way back.
You want to read it now?
No, No, I just
All
want
right.
to.
I
It's
can
3 reviews. No, we're good.
No, I mean,
we're good.
We can do theme songs if we really need to.
Up next, we have the top 5 movies.
Yeah.
That
so-
are listed. We put a call out last week, or 2 weeks ago when we last recorded.
Yeah.
We put out a call for folks to write in their top.
We said we're going to bring our top
Right,
5.
right.
And they should give us the top 3 because otherwise the lists just get.
Oh, I only brought 3.
How in the world has Mr. Overcompensate only stuck
Well, maybe you
with
shouldn't
me?
have shamed me all these years in picking too many. Maybe if you had just
I was
allowed me to
expecting
be
like
me.
7 today. I was ready for 7.
I could, while we're reading the other listeners, I'm sure I'll mooch off their list and be like, oh,
Okay,
yeah.
that is fair enough. Let's
All
do
right.
ours at the end.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right. So Goonies Jason wrote in on YouTube. I'm going to say where people, because you can get us
Yeah.
all these different places
Yeah.
now. And we'll read them 3 to 1
Yeah.
to build up suspense.
Right.
Number 3,
Develops. We are nothing if not the masters of suspense.
right. It would also be interesting to see how many of these we saw. Number 3, Michael. Number 2, Pressure. And number 1, Masters of the Universe. I only saw Masters of the Universe.
I saw Pressure and Masters of the Universe. I loved Pressure.
Yeah.
I
That was the weather one, right?
yeah. Master of the Universe would not make my top 10
Me neither.
or even any list.
Ever.
Right.
Of all, even
It
of
would
movies.
make my list of movies that I saw in 2026.
Okay, all right, cool,
Yeah.
cool. All right, then we have Eric Hershey on Facebook. He said, The Bride as number 3. Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die, which is a movie that I really wanted to see and I just haven't yet.
Same.
And then Project Hail Mary is number 1. So we saw 2 of those.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You want to take the next one? Or should I play
I do.
Do I want to play the theme?
Yeah.
Oh,
Everyone's favorite. See, I was confused because you wrote EFF. Everyone's favorite sister wrote in.
Yeah.
Everyone's favorite sister wrote in on Facebook. Her number 3
Sister
movie.
with an F.
Sister with an F.
Yeah.
Toy Story 5. Hoppers.
Okay.
That's a. You're saying Hoppers.
I didn't see it.
Number 2.
Yeah. She liked it. She's a Disney girl.
She is a Disney girl.
Yeah.
I think the thing that's interesting to me about this is that I'm not surprised that she put Toy Story on the list. I'm surprised that she put Hoppers ahead of Toy Story.
Oh.
That's all I'm saying.
Interesting. All right.
And then number 1, her and everybody else, top movie so far, Project Hail Mary.
Okay. Do the next one or let me do it?
Next up is The Shadow.
Oh,
No?
no.
No, this
That's
is a
not-
different Sean.
Yeah.
Number 3, Mike and Nick and Alice. Is that the one
This
where
is
they
Sean Martin on TikTok.
Sean Martin on TikTok. Number 2, I Love Boosters, which I liked. Which movie was Mike and Nick and Alice? Is that the one where they're at a beach house, like on a lake house, and they all fight, and there's a funny fight scene? Remember you and I talked about like the only really good part of the movie was the fight scene between the 2 guys. Neither one of them know how to fight, but they were kind of.
Yeah. No, that was I don't remember what that was, but we did watch that movie.
We did. Okay.
But this is Mike and Nick and Alice was a Hulu movie with Vince Vaughn where he plays a time traveling version of himself who goes back in time and tries to pull off a heist but keep everyone from dying. And he's the Nick.
You lost me
character.
at Hulu. Number 2 is I Love Boosters.
You liked the trailer.
And number 1 is God Is.
All right, Jordan on TikTok. He hits us up with The Furious at number 3, Project Hail Mary at 2. Look at that one taking a notch down. And number 1, Obsession. Yep. And then Rocker Matt on TikTok, number 3, Backrooms, Project Hail Mary at number 2 again, and Obsession at number 1. I saw your list and I shouldn't be able to see it, so I don't want to. I'm going to pull mine up while I'm here.
All right, should I read my list?
We don't want to do it each. Have you got 5?
Oh, right.
Yeah, or
My
no?
number 5 title is the movie that you so flippantly refer to as the weather movie.
Yeah.
Pressure. which I thought was absolutely incredible. World War II movie about the planning of D-Day. And if you haven't seen it, I think it's available at home now. It was an incredible movie. The tension and the acting and the story and everything, amazing.
Now we're doing, I just want to clarify.
Yeah, 5 down to number 1.
Right. But it's movies that we saw this year.
Yeah,
Okay. All right, just clarify.
yeah, okay.
We reviewed on the show this
What'd you
year.
have for number 5?
No Other Choice.
What was that?
That was the foreign film about the guy who starts killing people
Yeah.
and keeps it from his family.
Okay.
To get,
I
to
saw
get ahead
that.
at the paper company.
Yeah, we saw that.
Yeah,
that was a good movie.
It was good. Yeah,
yeah, that was great.
Because the paper, everything's becoming
Yeah.
automatic, and so he kills his
Yeah,
competition.
that's my honorable mention.
Perfect. I knew we would get at least 6.
Okay.
We'll see if we get 7.
I loved that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Number 4 for me is The Bride.
The Bride. Me too.
Whoa.
Yeah. What's up? That movie is great.
Yeah, I really like The Bride. Not enough people have seen that movie.
Yeah, for sure. For me, number 3 is, you're going to be surprised. Backrooms.
Really?
Yeah, I really enjoyed this movie because the movie was okay, but the story and the premise were just phenomenal. I really want to see it again. It's still playing at Penn Cinema. I'm
Yeah.
going to watch it before we get rid of it.
Okay, cool.
What'd you have for number 3?
Number 3, I have The Invite.
Great.
Did you watch it?
Yeah,
Okay,
I loved
we'll
the
talk
Invite.
about it later.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Invite was fantastic. Number 2, Project Hail Mary.
Project Hail Mary.
What?
What?
Look at us.
That means your number 1's going to be problematic.
Maybe.
Okay.
It might circle back to my question from before.
Okay, my number 1 movie of the year so far is The Odyssey, starring Odysseus
Yeah, that didn't even make my list.
and his wife Penelope.
Yeah. My number 1 movie of the year is Hamnet.
Hamnet.
Yeah. That's why I asked, is movies we saw this year, even technically it came out last year, but we reviewed it in January.
Hamnet was a great movie.
Yeah,
I had that
yeah.
on my list as honorable mention.
Oh,
Yeah,
did you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, okay. All right. On the list of 3 that should have been 5.
There. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I knew that we would get to 7.
I wrote the other 4 in invisible ink.
Right.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. So that was fun. I'm surprised that we had. When I did my list, I was like, I think maybe we'll only have 1.
So what do we have in common? We had Project Hail Mary, The Bride.
Yeah, and not only were they in common, they were at the same spot,
Yeah.
which is crazy.
Yeah.
It's
I'll tell you
almost-
what's crazy is The Odyssey not being in your top 5. And you call yourself a movie guy.
If because I joined. First off, I want to announce I joined Letterboxd.
Oh.
Yeah, I joined Letterboxd, right?
Uh-huh.
And you can find me. My name is Rantmaster. that's the username I took.
Oh my God.
And I went and made sure that I put every movie that we had watched this year. And boy, howdy, picking 5 movies was kind of difficult. We watched a lot of bad ones this year. I'll tell you. So if you would have said that Hamnet wasn't valid,
Yeah.
Odyssey
the
would have
proof.
gotten number 5.
Okay. So you had an honorable mention as well.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
I mean, it's almost like we're rubbing off.
Right. So you're
On
that's
each
terrible.
other. Yeah.
So you're willing to have your own honorable mentions. Just it's me that it's problematic to have the honorable mentions.
I had a rule clarification. I didn't just make a list of 20 things and said, I brought my 5. All right, you ready to
Please.
you ready to
I
move
thought
on?
you'd never ask.
Okay. Now we're going to get into listeners' feedback, questions, comments, so forth and so on. These are people who wrote into the show just like you can at podcast@penncinema.com. First up, we have Bring the Funk, Bring the Noise. So I haven't put in the system yet here. But imagine a boxing noise right now. Bing, bing, bing.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that Bring the Funk, Bring the Noise?
No, that's Huntington
Oh,
Valley
Huntington
guy.
Valley guy.
Yeah, Bringing
Okay.
the Noise, Bringing the Funk would be like a soundtrack from that Broadway show.
Yeah.
What's the Broadway show? Noise and Funk or something like that.
Something like that. Guys and Dolls?
Noise and Funk writes in and says, on a lighting note,
I think he meant
lighter note.
because he spoke of some pretty heavy stuff.
Yeah,
that
so
we're
then he
leaving
wrote
out.
in and said, on a lighting note, for a few weeks straight, you guys were talking about that upcoming film, The End of Oak Street, which, by the way, I can't wait to see that movie.
That looks dope.
That's going to be ridiculous.
That looks so dope.
All right, so he goes on to say, on a lighting note, for a few weeks straight, you guys have been talking about that upcoming film, The End of Oak Street. You both had mentioned Jason Bateman being in it, which prompted a couple discussions about his best work. Now, can we just time out here?
Yeah.
That's when we were. Are you sure that's when we were talking about Justin Bateman?
Yeah, we did because we were talking about him before, and he was on our minds, and then we saw this trailer and we made Jason Bateman jokes.
But I don't think I ever said Jason Bateman was in The End of Oak Street. I never thought Jason Bateman was in The End of Oak Street. If I said that, I misspoke.
That's
so anyway,
crazy.
So the Noise and the Funk calls us out on it, and he goes on to say, you both had mentioned Jason Bateman, not Justine Bateman. That's the sister.
That's the sister.
That's the sister.
Yeah.
Which prompted a couple discussions about his best work. While I appreciated the banter, I have bad news for you. Are you sitting down? I have bad news for you. While it may have looked like him, that was not Jason Bateman you saw, but instead Ewan McGregor, Obi-Wan himself. I hate being that guy to point out mistakes, but just felt y'all would like to know that Ewan and Jason Bateman are slowly becoming one and the same.
Wow. This is the first time we've ever gotten a name wrong.
Right.
Am I right?
Yeah. 340 some episodes later.
This is the first time anyone's ever called us out on it, too.
What?
Right? That's never happened.
Right. Remember when we met Saoirse Ronan?
Yeah.
And we spent like 3 weeks trying to say her name.
Try to say her name.
Was it Sarah or Frodo? Somebody like wrote us in repeatedly. All right, try this. Say it like this. It's like spelling it out like.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's just like we were talking earlier. It's the more you try and get us to do it right,
the less we want to do it. What was the first name we ever got wrong? Do you remember? I remember.
Ichabod Elbow.
Ichabod Elbow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, thank you, Noise and Funk, for the insight. I will promise to never confuse the two again.
Yeah. Didn't we do this next one already?
Did we?
Last week? I don't think we did this part of it.
Okay.
We
don't have to.
No,
it's long.
It's up to you. Well, let's do it. All right. So Marley Bear writes in. The Ketchum daughter that's oddly absent today.
For some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's almost like she lives out of town or something.
Yeah. I mean, step up your game.
She flew the coop, never looked back. Who could blame her?
She says, these are extensive movie reviews, but some highlights. She says, Disclosure Day, I agree with what everyone has said about this movie. It was fine. The train scene was feckin' dope. And we need a new look for aliens. She said, Young Washington is low-key. This movie had me feeling kind of patriotic.
You got to know Marley to understand how dramatic that is.
That makes me so angry.
Right.
But like, yes, this country is in shambles, but at least it was started by someone with good intentions. I don't know. This mixed with the World Cup, I might stand the next time I hear the national anthem. We'll see. I'm gonna take it.
Office Romance, so stupid, laugh my ass off, but what a great watch. Side note, J-Lo was on SmartList to promote this, which I was really surprised by. Like, doesn't she have better things to do? And don't the SmartList hosts have cooler things to promote? Next up is The Crash, which I watched on Marley's recommendation and can vouch. It is legit. It is so good. It's a documentary, and it is stunning, the actual footage that they have in this in the documentary.
Now, is the movie called The Crash, or is it called The Crash? Oh my God.
It's called The Crash. Oh my God. This was a documentary on Netflix of a girl who killed her boyfriend and his friend in a car crash. Insane story. Highly recommend. On the same topic, with the one that I actually even liked more, was another true crime documentary called The Murder of Moira Wilson, to which Marley reports, Dad, you should have watched this. It's about a pro cyclist who gets murdered. Really interesting story, but have your tissues ready. And true enough, I did cry while I was watching this. Ridiculous.
Next up, we have a familiar voice.
It's the final countdown.
Why is it so short?
It could be longer. It should be longer.
We used to have the long version.
Yeah.
And then
it got shorter.
you decided
It's
on your
almost
own.
like someone complained about how long it was all the time.
Yeah, what the hell?
And then someone else was like, well, maybe I can make it more acceptable.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't have caved.
Yeah. You know, that's what I keep
That's the
telling
problem.
myself over and over
Yeah.
again. Top 10 Sarah writes in, and she says, after digesting the movie, aka the Odyssey, a little, this is my opinion. I was a bit underwhelmed, mostly by what it was missing. Gods and an anthem.
That sounds like a reader. You could tell a reader when you see one.
Yeah, it's true. If this was a movie taken from classic Greek poem, where you read it.
She goes on to say, if this was a movie taken from a classic Greek poem, where is the inescapable presence of the gods?
The gods!
The gods! Both the gods themselves and the powers, guidance, and interference they have over humans? Taking a page from Laugh Out Loud, Lord of the Rings,
Yeah.
they could have added some vocals, not necessarily a song with lyrics, and enhanced the grand scope of the story.
Yeah.
I'll pause there for you to comment.
We didn't talk about this in our review, surprisingly. The gods, just them being gone, just took away. We did talk about it.
We did talk about it.
Yeah.
I really liked the fact that they didn't try to do the whole, like, I appreciated the fact that they referenced the gods without going down. Like, they intentionally, Christopher Nolan seems to have intentionally kept the story focused on the humans and that journey. And the fact that they didn't, like, even the sirens, like, you sort of see them from a distance, and Zeus, you're not getting in. I feel like if you bring Zeus into it, or show Poseidon, like, stirring up the waters, like, that changes, it becomes, I know that this is not a documentary, but
Wait,
if you bring Zeus into it, it becomes almost like for real science fiction. You know what I mean? Like, right. You think that it is a science fiction movie?
Yeah.
Is that
It's
what we're
fantasy.
saying? Okay. A fantasy.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have called it science fiction. Are you calling it? Okay, the Shadow knows, and he's calling it a mix between fantasy and sci-fi. And what do you think? Fantasy or sci-fi? It's myth. It's mythology. Yes. Okay.
You figured it out.
Yes.
A new word of the day.
Yes.
Mythology.
Which is ironic because when I'm asked about my favorite book of all time, it's
Dungeon Crawler Carl.
It's Pigeon Cooker Carl.
Yeah.
And my second favorite is Joseph Campbell's Mythology, which is
book
called The Power of Myth,
Right.
which I know that's going to trigger
About bicycling, right?
It's going to trigger Frodo to write in and tell me how problematic Joseph Campbell is, but that's a horse of a different color. Right. All right, so top 10, Sarah goes on to say regarding the Odyssey, I give it best movies I've ever seen. Cousin Kat agrees with these options. We'll never know if Cousin Kat actually agreed with that or if Sarah's just sort of making that up because she knows that we would never have any way of, like, verifying.
Yeah. It'd be next to nearly potentially impossible.
I'd have to turn my head, like, to my left, to verify.
And you said you swore to me earlier today,
right?
Never again.
Never to do that. Fool me once.
I'm not. No way am I going left.
A good friend of mine said the other day, we were talking about a mistake he had made, and he goes, "Well, you can bet that won't happen again." I said, "I guarantee it will." All right. So anyway, she claims that Cousin Kat agrees with these opinions. Her caveat is Kat's caveat, I believe, although she spells caveat with a C and cat with a K.
Come on.
I mean, if I would have spelled caveat with a K, I would have spelled it like.
And sister with a silent F.
Kat's caveat is that she doesn't like violence, so parts were hard to watch. I watched this movie with Amy and Amy's friend and another woman in her 50s, and both of them watched the whole movie like this, like hands over their eyes, like looking away. It was an intense, violent movie. So there was a lot of that in my auditorium. It's not normally a movie that Kat would watch, but she says it's the best movie she's ever seen, at least the 50% she saw through her fingers.
Perfect. Next up, we've got...
Sounds like you're going to have to land that plane. I'm putting you in very good hands. This man is the best. He'll get you down. Just do exactly as he says.
Get you down.
Nick Landis Plane Rates. Watch. I was leaving the studio, which is... I like to think the theater is inside the studio.
Right.
I was leaving the studio after we recorded last time. I walk out and the guy says, "Hey, what's up, David?" And he's got all this cool swagger. And I'm like, who's this guy talking to me?
Yeah.
And he's like, Nick Landis. And I was like, whoa. And you want to talk about crazy. Right, we were right across the street from an airport.
So he had just landed this plane.
Clearly he had just landed this plane.
Get it done.
And he came in. And I was like, coincidence?
I think not.
I think not. He was seeing Citizen Kane?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I watched Citizen Kane for the first time ever.
Really?
So now I feel like I can be a real movie guy. Yeah.
Cranked
big
out that
time,
pinky?
Big time.
All right, he says, we were talking about 70 millimeter theaters and the Odyssey. He says, just a note that since The Hateful Eight back in 2015, the standard, i.e. non-IMAX 70 millimeter exhibitions are actually pretty common. 93 theaters in the U.S. are going to be showing The Odyssey on standard 70 millimeter. That's 144 worldwide theaters. And the Bryn Mawr Film Institute is one of those 93. And they only installed their 70 millimeter projector last year. In 2025, since there were 7 films that were released on 7 millimeter film.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah, not really. We'll be curious to hear if Penn's Industry showing was on 70 millimeter and what theater it was in.
So I saw it's referred to as the trade screening.
Yeah.
In New York a couple weeks ago, and it was at the AMC 20, I think it's 25 or something like that. It's an AMC on 42nd Street in New York, and it was on IMAX. It was not, I don't believe it was 70 millimeter.
Yeah. It was not. You don't think so?
I'm almost positive it was not.
Yeah. We got a new one. You want to get this
Yeah,
guy?
I do. So also this morning, we got a note from a gentleman that we'll just refer to as Early Bird Jim.
Yeah.
Now, what's interesting to me about Early Bird Jim, a lot of our listeners are night owls. Right? I mean, we get notes from people in the wee hours. We get notes from you at 3 a.m., 2 a.m., whatever. The other morning, I got up really early because I was driving up to a race in upstate New York.
Now, hold on. Your version of really, really early is 2 a.m.?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because normal is like 4.
Right. So I got up really early and literally at
Did you go to bed?
And, yes, I went to bed. And
4
got
or 5 in the afternoon?
5 hours of sleep and woke up at 2. And as I was getting ready to start my day, I don't want to name names.
Oh.
But her initials are Kayla.
Wow.
And
Wow.
She and I were texting at 2:15 a.m. as I was starting my day, and she was finishing
going to-
hers.
Yeah.
She literally was on her way back from Telus. It was a beautiful moment. So anyway, I tell you what I like most about Early Bird Jim. Early Bird Jim is clearly a longtime listener. This is his first time writing in, but he has been listening. And when I say listening to the show, I don't mean like the way Mystery Gobble does, where it's like on in the background and he's not like my guy Jim. Like he's listening. And you know how I know he was listening?
Yeah.
How he addressed at the beginning of the email.
Yeah. Also, I'd like to note that this is a guy who's never wrote in before, that finally something so atrocious happened.
Right.
That triggered him to write in.
Right. He was moved. So he writes in, and I'm going to read it verbatim. Dear Penn and David and Penn, dear. That's how we
right
do
up
it.
our alley. Yeah.
That's how we do it.
That's how you do it.
I love it. Okay. So Early Bird Jim writes in and says, I've been listening to your podcast. Well, actually what he said was podasts.
Podcasts.
But I feel like he meant podcast.
Well, he was probably working when he wrote this.
He was probably
Well,
still
it was
asleep.
early in the morning.
He
yeah.
was asleep. That's the problem.
That's what happens with my 3 a.m. emails to you. Afterwards, I'm always like, I wish I could have said that.
So he wrote in and said, I've been listening to your podcasts starting last year. I do janitorial work, so I listen while I work. Fair enough. The other day, I realized that I haven't listened to you recently, so I downloaded about the most recent dozen podcasts. I listened to your reviews of Young Washington. I've seen it twice. Once on a vacation in a southern state, and this past weekend at Penn Cinema. This is where it gets good. David, you Scrooge.
One cannot say that I don't motivate people to do things.
So, just in case you didn't hear that, he said...
Look at this guy here with the Dungeon
look at
Crawler
this
Carl
guy.
shirt.
There you go, buddy.
Dungeon Crawler Carl on Game Boy.
You like Minions? Can you catch? Here, catch. Too slow, but you can keep it. Have fun. All right, so Early Bird Jim writes in and says, David, you Scrooge.
Yeah.
What did you eat before seeing Young Washington, and did it affect your opinion on this movie, or did the movie just not meet your expectations? I agree with Penn.
Someone's got to for the first time.
Right. So somebody wrote in and said, I agree. I shouldn't have read the rest of the email. I should have just written, I agree with Penn.
I agree with Penn.
And then
hard stop.
I can carte blanche to apply that to whatever I want to apply that to. Well, Jim says he agrees with me. I've got it in writing. He wrote, I agree with Penn. This was a good movie. I saw how Washington was loyal to his fellow Virginia militia members. David, he had a lot to learn, and he did learn from his mistakes. Perhaps, David, you may learn from the mistake of your bad opinion on this good movie. What's up?
First off, I refuse.
My new favorite listener.
Yeah. Secondly, I'm pretty sure I hadn't eaten before the movie.
Indeed, that's the problem.
That
You were hangry,
I might have been.
and you took it out on poor G Dub.
My disdain of this movie has not waned at all. I just want to make that clear. What I don't remember the rest of it. What did I learn? Nothing.
If Jim writes in next time,
Yeah.
his sound effect needs to be like a bird, like the
Yeah,
morning
early
birds,
bird.
like chirp chirp chirp, like maybe
Yeah.
something from Cinderella.
Yeah. Can it be 6 to 7 minutes long or?
Yeah, please.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, that's all the listeners we had this week. If you would like to write into the show, please feel free. We have a brand new email that we developed just to celebrate Complete in Box's 15th
15
anniversary.
years, yeah.
So we felt like we can't roll into a 15-year celebration with our plain old email.
Right.
So we got this new one, which is podcast@penncinema.com.
Right. Right.
Can I tell you something? Every time we make that joke about the podcast at penncinema.com, every time it's my turn to say the email, I'm worried that I'm going to say it wrong.
Even though you shouldn't.
I shouldn't. Right.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's weird though, because like I contacted Spencer before we set this up, and I said, look, I know you're throwing this big party to celebrate us being there for the 4th time,
Right,
but
right.
it's also your 15th
Right.
anniversary.
Yeah.
If you want, like, you have any big questions for Penn?
Yeah.
And he said, Penn, what's up with you? Oh.
I went with like this sudden.
And you didn't
like,
button up.
Yeah. Well, right. You know.
I was surprised.
Well,
at
the
that.
last 3 times I've failed to get the button
Oh, that's true.
because it's tricky. But
Yeah,
I'll
but
button
if
up.
try
for the review.
again.
So I
That's what
saw
they say.
the invite.
Yeah.
Which I loved.
Okay, let's talk about the invite.
Okay.
This movie was absolutely fantastic.
Yes. Highly recommend.
It was so funny. It was so horribly uncomfortable.
Right.
Which also made it more funny.
Right.
It was like watching the Before Sunrise movie, but with comedy.
It's literally, for those of you who don't know the movie, it's Olivia Wilde, Seth Rogen, Ed Norton, and Penelope Cruz. And those are the only 4 people in the movie.
Yeah.
And the entirety of the movie takes place in their apartment.
In real time.
In real time.
In their apartment while they're having an impromptu dinner.
Right. It's absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
Highly recommend.
Yeah. There's no way I don't know what else you can say. They do talk about a lot about like sex and stuff. So if that's not your deal.
Sex and stuff. Right.
Yeah, drugs.
You're
and
cool
sex
with the
and
sex,
stuff.
but if you're not cool with the stuff,
Yeah, that's
you know,
really,
that's where you want to just
that
be.
kind of pushed me a little
right.
bit.
You
I
want
was
to just
like,
know that.
We're going to talk about other things?
Right. Whoa.
Whoa.
So I saw the invite. I also saw Citizen Kane. And as soon as I was done watching Citizen Kane, I texted my dad, who back in 1986, because I've always loved movies. And in 1986, he told me, Penn, if you're going to be a movie guy, you got to know Citizen Kane. You got to watch Citizen Kane.
Yeah.
And I promptly never did
Perfect.
until now,
Yeah.
40 years later.
So you're now a movie guy.
So now I'm a movie guy.
Yeah. You finally did it.
I did it. So I arrived. So I texted him and I said, hey, Dad, thanks for the movie recommendation. That was great.
I did it. I did it.
Right. I've arrived.
It looks like you said, when you tell someone you're going to do something,
See?
you get there
I
eventually.
get there. Right. No need to nag me every 12 years.
Right,
You
yeah.
know. All right. I also, Kayla and I dipped back into one of my favorite bad sitcoms, New Girl.
Oh.
Zoe Deschanel and Friends.
Hmm.
I actually love this show. I'm not saying it's great and that you should watch it. I'm saying I love it.
Yeah.
I've also been watching, obviously, as I know you've been glued, also watching the Tour de France.
Yeah.
And what a year it's been.
I'm like, this is just like one of those books Penn reads.
Right. Carried around for a few years.
They're riding bikes.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, David? What's up with you?
Penn, I'll tell you what's up with me. All right? Can you handle this?
Yeah,
You ready
I'll
for
try.
this? I saw the invite, which we just talked about.
Yeah.
That was my big outing.
Yeah.
I've also been watching X-Men 97, which is a lot of fun. And I not only did I finish This Inevitable Ruin, but I started A Parade of Horribles. That's book 8 of Ladder Layer Carl.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I got to tell you,
Yeah.
Penn, I'm a little nervous because when I finish this, I gotta wait.
Yeah. For book 9.
When's it
So
gonna
for
come?
Burning Carl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When's it happening?
Right.
I don't know.
Hey, could there be a sequel to the Odyssey?
The Odyssey 2? Yeah. Electric Boogaloo?
So, do you want to know what's going to happen when they sail off into the sunset?
I don't think they do that in the book, though.
But they should. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They finally see the
yes.
gods.
Oh my God. Exactly. We're gonna do the Odyssey, but it's only from the gods.
Their
You're not gonna-
perspective.
Right. It's only the gods.
Yeah. Yeah.
Poseidon's on the phone with Zeus, being like, "This fucking guy shot my son in the eye."
Believe it. Just don't kill him.
Right. All right. Well, next week, in 2 weeks, we are going to watch. We're going to review Spider-Man. We'll be back, thank God, in
Because we're
studio.
taking a week off. Yeah.
Taking a week off because
Someone's going to be away.
I'm going to be away again.
Yeah.
And we're going to be back in where we belong.
Yeah, the studio.
Are we going to go back to doing video, or are we back to audio only?
Well, no, we'll do video, but we're not going to. I mean, again, people got to. We're almost out of time to do this, to get the physical copies.
Right.
Of the show.
Right.
The end of the year hits.
Right. Boom.
We're done.
Yeah, lights out. So we will reconvene in 2 weeks back in the studio to watch Spider-Man, which I will attempt to be watching in Dolby Atmos, but I don't know if, I'm not watching it.
Yeah.
If the keys don't open early, I'm not watching it till the weekend because it's sold out. Dang.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. All right. Well, look, if you want to be a part of the show, like all these great people in the audience, there's at least one.
We're not going to name which one.
Yeah. You can easily email us at our brand new Complete in Box anniversary
15th
edition.
anniversary edition. Yeah.
Email podcast
Yeah.
at pencinema.com.
Yeah.
But if you want to support the show,
Yeah.
Penn, what is the number one way to do that?
Well, I don't know if you saw on your way in, but there's a long line of people waiting to talk to Spencer.
Yeah.
And every single one of them is thanking him for having the Penn Cinema podcast. So what you want to do is you want to look for Spencer, and whatever he's doing, it's probably not very important. You make sure you get in front of him, right? Because he's got nothing going on. And thank him for having the Penn Cinema podcast. But if you don't know Spencer, or if you want to leave him alone and respect his professional space,
Who would want to do that?
then just tell a friend how much you enjoy the show.
Okay.
And before we close, how about a special shout out? Thank you to everyone who took time out of the day to come and join the show and made it a much better show than
That's right.
than what we deserve.
All right. Well, once again for the Penn Cinema podcast, I David Moulton.
And
Thanks for
I'm
joining
Penn
us.
Ketchum.
This
Take care and
episode.
party on.
Our hosts would love to hear from you. To contact the show with your thoughts and reviews, email podcast@penncinema.com. This podcast is a production of Penn Cinema. Escape to the movies at Penn Cinema, featuring crisp digital projection, killer sound, reserved seating, and premium power recliners. With locations in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, Wilmington, Delaware, and Huntington Valley, Pennsylvania. Showtimes and tickets available at www.penncinema.com.
Nice. That was awesome. Good. Yeah. Great. I'm happy.